Sail away on the Bashment Bay, the information way that'll take you there. Get informed and stay informed. Uplift your soul and wipe away your woes. Tune into Bashment Bay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Bashment Bay TV. I'm your host, Sharon Cummings. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties today, so we only have one of our co-hosts here today.
Hello, everyone.
Learning so much about tech stuff. We're at home, we're doing this remotely, and we have technical problems. Thanks to you, Tanya. You can fix it. I can't.
I get a little help sometimes.
So because of that, Princess is not here today, but she'll be back on the next show. Okay? But Princess, we miss you today, okay?
Yes.
You know, have you been getting response from the first two shows?
Yes. There's a response. People have watched it, said it was good. But the thing is, they're calling me, which I like the calls. Believe me, it makes me feel good, and texting. But, sometimes when you're checking the comments and you're like, well, are there more comments to be made? We want to get those comments, actually in
On
the comment
YouTube or
box.
Facebook.
On YouTube, on Facebook, the more comments, the better.
People have been calling me and texting me because everyone didn't necessarily watch the show when it premiered. So up until 2 days ago, someone called me and said, Sharon, I enjoyed this show so much. It was excellent. Can I still donate? So I'm like, sure, you can donate.
Yes, thank you
very much, Margaret. But we would really appreciate the comments on Facebook or
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I love getting the texts and the calls, but it would help us out to put it directly out there that people know that people are really watching the show. I'm excited about the calls and the texts, and people is excited about the show. Said it's very interested, and the topic discussions that we've had so far is so relatable and relevant,
yes,
especially in this time. So we really appreciate you watching the show.
Yes, thank you.
But just comment on Facebook or YouTube.
Yes.
Okay?
And leave all those great comments. And if there are any topics that you want, us to tackle, or if you'd like to be a guest on the show, put that all in there. We're reading them, and we'll reach out.
Oh, definitely, because that's what this show is about. It's relatable and relevant. I was talking to someone today, was commenting on Facebook, and he was talking about a particular subject. And I said, something? I think I'll have a topic discussion on that. Because we were going back and forth. I don't know him, but we were going back and forth about the topic. And it was quite interesting. So I think we'll have a topic discussion about that. But we have a wonderful show for you today. This is our Pre Valentine Day show. So we have a lot of talent on the show that we want to showcase, and it's all about love today. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Bashment Bay. As I said, we have a wonderful show for you today. We're showcasing numerous talent. And our first talent today is LaKesha Bennett. She was showcased on our first episode. She's a songwriter, actress. She's so versatile. She's such a versatile person. She was also an actress in Deja Vu Theater a few years ago. She sings, she dances, she does everything. And that's some of the things I love about these young people today because they're so talented. So, welcome, LaKesha.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so we're going to jump right into the questions. We had you showcased on this show for our first episode, where you performed "Gotta Let It Go," and great single, loved it. Was that your first single? And did you write it?
Yes, it was my first single from like 2012, and the first video that I had ever recorded. And yeah, like when I decided, I've been singing forever, like since I was a kid, but when I decided to kind of take it seriously, yeah, I had a friend like give me some beats and everything, and that was one of the songs that I liked and connected with. So yeah, I just wrote a song to it.
I love the video. The video was awesome.
Thank you.
I know that you just had a new release on December 25th. Could you tell us a little about that song and what inspired you?
Say You'll Be With Me. It was released on Christmas Day, and it is out now on all digital platforms. And it was just about, I kind of took it back to like my feelings from like high school and just having like a crush on a gentleman or whatever, and just, being like, oh, be with me and I like you, and so I just kind of like put myself back in that feeling of just like being in love and just, having a crush or just, having feelings that somebody that gives you butterflies.
I remember once when I was a teenager, I think I used to feel that.
Exactly.
Are you working on anything new?
I'm working on a new project. Actually, my first album is going to be a collection of love songs. So it'll be 7 songs, and it's going to be coming out on Valentine's Day. It's called Deeper, and I'm actually putting out a video. Hopefully, it'll be out around the same time the album comes out, but I'm going to be shooting it next week.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, I look forward to hearing it, and I look forward for your new release. Okay, so you're welcome to come back anytime. Send us your videos. We'll be happy to play them, okay, because you are an awesome talent.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Love is
you, LaKesha. That was good. That brings back memories, like she said, the high school kind of crush, you know. Yeah, that was fun. Now we are proud to introduce Novelty. She is a singer, songwriter, and recording artist. And what describes Novelty is passion and honesty. And those are just two of the things that come to mind. Music emanates from her soul. Welcome, Novelty, to Bashment Bay. Novelty, thank you for joining us.
Hey, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
So glad to have you here.
It's my pleasure.
Awesome. So I'd like you to tell us how long you've been performing and what type of music do you usually perform?
Well, okay. Well, I've been performing, my mother said I was performing when I came out of the womb, but I've been singing for a long time. I mean, from primary school to high school to, church to whatever, just always singing. But I think professionally, my musical career kind of took more root in the early 90s when I migrated to Florida. Say mid 90s, like around 94, 95. So I really started honing in on what I wanted to do then as far as singing and performing. So I was performing with a lot of bands when I came to Florida, and that's where everything kind of, started professionally. Well, not quite true, because I was doing some professional work in Jamaica as well. But as far as my music trajectory, it kind of just took off once I came to Florida. So it's been a long 20-something years or more. I won't count the times that before that. Maybe I don't want to age myself too much.
No, we wouldn't want to do that. I know you've shared this stage with many artists. Who are some of the artists that you've shared the stage with?
You saw me jotting down some things when you came on, because it's been a lot of years and a lot of things happening. So I had to remember, but in the forefront of my mind, I mean, there are some stalwarts, especially in the reggae music industry, that I've worked with personally, and, background vocals, shared the stage with Marcia Griffiths, my ultimate favorite test. Is that such a word? Favorite
awesome.
Test. My favorite person. I've done work with Pam Hall, with JC Lodge. I backed them up on stage when they came to Florida to have shows. I've done Bob Andy, Ken Booth, quite a few. I've shared the stage with a few people. I've done shows where I've shared stage with Third World, like they're performing, I'm performing on another. I've worked, backed up Freddie McGregor when I was in a different band, when, our band was backing people up. So it's been a whole lot of different, Phyllis Dillon, I mean, just a lot of people, a lot of awesome people that I've been able to work with, and it's just a blessing.
Awesome.
And you asked what kind of music I normally do. I think that was part of the first one.
Yes.
Answer. Of course, I'm in the reggae music industry, but I don't box myself in, because I do sing quite a few different genres. I love to sing, standards. Sometimes I love to sing R&B. I do a little bit of dabbling if it's jazzy. I'm not going to say I'm a jazz singer, but predominantly I do reggae, R&B, love songs, lovers rock kind of thing. So I'm
You're very versatile. I know that. You have recorded and released a lot of original songs.
Yes.
Which are your favorite? My favorite is Tough Like a Diamond.
Oh, I know.
To me, it's like a woman's anthem.
It's an anthem. And something, it's hard to say which one is my favorite, but that kind of comes close to being like the favorite. But I also have other songs that the only reason why I would say favorite in a way is the amount of people that it resonates with. I've gotten so much more feedback because of the strong words and the sentiment in that song. And a lot of females have told me that that's their anthem. I mean, when that song came out in 2019, it's hard to, 2020 flew by, so it felt like it was last year, but it came out in 2019. And I mean, the response to that song was just amazing. or anyone who's ever been downtrodden and felt like they couldn't get back up. It had to do with, at first it started out, when I was writing it, started out being like, you know, what our people have been going through for hundreds of years, how many years, and then it went on to being what women went through, and then it went on to be what people have been through personally in their lives, whether it was sickness or whatever, and they've been able to come. So it just took on a whole different story for each individual, and that's why I love that song.
I know that you came out with a new song that went to #1, Keep It Moving. Could you tell us a little about that?
Yes, that song.
And your inspiration for writing that song?
Absolutely. That song is similar in terms of emotions and how I felt. Too Tough Like a Diamond, which is one of your favorites. It is also talking about people who've been told that you will never amount to anything, and you know, that you can't do this. But if you have a strong faith in the Father and in what God says your life and the order of your life is supposed to be, and if you believe in that, then it doesn't matter what anybody say. You just hold your head high and keep it moving, because you know what God says about you. And so I wrote that song with that sentiment in mind, and it means a lot to me, because I've been told in this very industry, yeah, you know, as if, well, you know, is where she going at this time in her life, you know? But when, according to the song, when the Father says yes, nobody can say no. So Keep It Moving has resonated with a lot of people as well, and went to #1 on the South Florida charts again. So in the last year and a half, I've had 3 chart toppers, which is a blessing.
Wow, very nice, very nice.
#1s, and it did go to #1 because people love it. They love not just the rhythm and the beat and the way it sounds, but what it's saying. You know, when the enemy comes like a flood, give praise to the Most High and just keep it moving. You know, when they come with the negative vibes, hold your head high, smile,
and just keep on moving. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Miss Novelty.
Thank you so much.
So, hey, everybody, this one is going out to all the lovers in the house. You should relate to this if you're married or if you were in love at any point. It will be forever. Oh, I'll never fall in love. In a restless world like this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too, a world like this is. Love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too, is when I fall in love. When I fall in love. When I fall in love with you. So, hey, Deja Vu Theater, happy Pre Valentine's. I'm going to be singing this song for you, which is very appropriate because it's all about the love of your life, being a Valentine. And so I'm dedicating this to all the lovers in the house. Funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile in my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. Is your figure less than Greek?
Thank you, Novelty. That was awesome. Fit the occasion. Thank you so much. Now, I am so proud to present to you my co-host. She's also a songstress, an actor, an all-around performer. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host, Tanya-Marie.
The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless sky. And the first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move in my hand, like a trembling heart of a captive bird who was there at my command, my love. And the first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our joy would fill the earth and would last till the end of time, my love. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face.
Oh, that was so awesome. Thank you, Tanya. I had to force her to do that, by the way. She never wanted to perform, and she's so talented. So thank you for doing that for me.
Thank you. You're welcome, Sharon.
I would like to introduce to you our next performer. She's a mother, aspiring writer, a poet, a blogger, a radio host, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Corinthian. Hi, Sharon.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you?
Okay,
Thank you for having me, and I'm really excited to be here.
we're excited to have you, but I'm not supposed to call you Sharon.
No,
What is
we'll
your
be
name?
calling.
What do you want to be called?
Sweet Madam Blue.
Sweet Madam Blue.
That's
You
me.
go, girl. Love it.
Awesome. So, Sweet Madam Blue, tell us a little
Yes.
bit about yourself and your craft.
Well, yeah. They call me a poet, right? So I don't actually call myself a poet. However, I think I do express myself better with my writing. And my story begins coming from Jamaica at a young age. I was about 8 years old. Foreign country, foreign everything. I looked different. I spoke different. I was bullied, right? And I was always a teacher's pet because I stopped talking. In school, I just shut down. I stopped talking. So I just learned how to express myself by writing my feelings and my thoughts. And that's how I've operated pretty much all my life. And I really didn't realize that it was an art form until I got much older. And it's now in my life that I'm learning to appreciate it because I understand the power of words and the effect that it has on people. And so I strive to use my words to heal, encourage, and inspire.
Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
You remind me of me. That is why I think I like you so much, because I reached out to you when I saw one of your writing on Facebook.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, I'm very shy too, and I express myself better with words. That is why I have a theater company, because I can express myself.
But that's a huge move to have a theater company, because at some point you have to put yourself on the platform. I decided, you know what? I have a gift. God gave me a gift, and you know what the Bible says about the talent? If you hide it, you know you're gonna get a beating, right? So I had to step out on faith and say, you know what? I might not love the camera, but it's not about me. It's about helping other people. Because I know what it feels like to be looked down at and be bullied. So if I could use my words to help someone else, then I've done my job. Because we're all put here with a purpose, and you don't have to be perfect. Just do what you do well enough to help someone else.
Share what he's putting into your heart. You know, the way that Sharon has gotten away with it is she writes everything and everybody else performs it for her.
I'm looking forward to the day when the pandemic is over and I can step out on a different stage and come and try to see if I have some acting skills.
Oh yes, we will have you.
Oh yes,
we will have you.
Definitely. And I mean, you can write, you have the different emotions, you can act. Believe me.
It's in there.
I take your word for it. Your word.
It's in there. So
and what I don't have, I'm willing to learn. So I'm going to depend on you guys to teach me.
Oh yes,
definitely.
Oh yes, and it's a lot of fun.
I think you'll be natural.
I can see where it could be a lot of fun. You just change hats and pretend to be somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Sweet Madam Blue, what was your first piece, and what inspired you to write it?
Oh my God, my first piece, it's called A Cradle of Joy. And it was inspired by my time spent on the island of Jamaica, the land that I love. Mm-hmm. And I actually did that piece, I think, was it 2019? Jerkfest had their first poetry contest, and it was in honor of Miss Lou. And encouraged by my bestie, Janet Young, I stepped out on faith and I entered the contest. And I actually won. Can you believe it? I
can believe that.
Yes. When I just said, you know what? Just do it. Just do it. Take the fear out of it and just do it. And that day kind of boosts my confidence. And it took away a little bit of the shyness, but not all of it. You know, I have to pray and meditate and ask God to help me.
Well, I think you're doing a good job, because some of the things you do, I couldn't do, like go in front of all those people and recite your poems. You know, it's hard enough to get me to come out on stage at the end to say thank you for coming, much less to go and perform your pieces. So I think it's working for you.
I try to use my words very carefully, you know, to encourage people. You know what I mean? And a compliment to you. You shouldn't be so shy because you're a beautiful lady.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, sweet Madam Blue, can you tell us what you'll be performing for us today?
The piece that I'll be sharing with you tonight is called Soulmate. And you guys know that love is everything. Over the past couple of years, I've been fortunate to have two of my family members get engaged. My sister, actually, she's married now, and I just love the way her and her husband, they interact. I mean, she's taught me so much about love, marriage, and relationship. And also my son, he got engaged 2 years ago, planning to get married this November. And to my surprise, my niece that I love got engaged on Christmas Eve. So that was a thrill for me. So I decided to share my thoughts on love.
Everybody, I want you to take a listen to sweet Madam Blue as she shares Soulmate.
To my soulmate with love. To my soulmate with love. I love your smile, your laughter, your grin. Your charm invites me in. One look at your beautiful brown skin, and something quickens from within. My mind starts drifting on a wayward wind. My imagination lost in a tailspin, taking me to places that I've never been. Burning desires, all consuming. I find you very attractive. This I must admit. I enjoy your sense of humor, your wit. Your honesty is alluring. You and me together? Time well spent, never boring. An adventure well worth exploring. Your hidden treasures I'd love to seek. Come a little closer so I can take a sneak peek. Come, I want to take you on an exclusive retreat. Close your eyes, feel my heart as it frantically beats. Our interaction leaves me breathless. I can hardly speak. Catch me, baby, I'm falling. My knees grow weak. Hold me, my love. Never let go. Let me whisper sweet nothings only my soulmate should know. I love your intellect, your mind. Thoughts of you takes me to another dimension. Space, time. Lost in that sublime abyss. In an altered state of bliss. Your intentions made clear. Hard to resist. There I find comfort in your touch, your kiss. I wonder, does it get any better than this? I love your attitude, your positive outlook on life. You bring out the best in me, making me a better person, a better woman, and potentially your wife. Isn't it funny, the way life is? Filled with all its unexpected surprises. Hidden somewhere behind the mask, the veil, the disguises. Sometimes that's where the winning prize is. You're like an untold story coming to life, quenching my thirst and delightfully feeding my appetite. Our souls unite as our spirits take flight. Only heaven knows the pleasure it would be to spread my wings and be your angel tonight. To all the lovers out there, the ones who have found their soulmate, I want to wish you guys a happy, happy Valentine's Day. Keep those flames burning.
Thank you, Sharon. That was so awesome. She's such a good poet. I mean, and she's shy. I'm shy. She's not shy. Coming up next, we have another poet. Her name is Aisha Nixon. She's also a former Deja Vu Theater cast member doing a piece called Journey.
Through my imagination, love, you have invited me to a world of confusion. Using all I know to give you all of me, I feel stagnant. You and I, us friends, we can be a date of consistency if we cross the correct lines. Time, as I said before, waits for no man, but patience and understanding can and will assist you endure that time. Now, going by what the elders said, you can't love someone until you've learned to love yourself. You can't love someone until you've learned to love yourself. Remember that. I, on my knees, ask the Lord to send me my eternal partner, and these are the cards that I have been dealt. Accepting my blessing, I, the Queen of Hearts, will stand beside my King of Spades, play my hand like a woman until we hit 21 days of blackjack. For I am not afraid. My heart is strong and it longs for the strength of you by my side. Now, knowing that I have the ability to love you completely, engulf you spiritually as we manifest sensually, but becoming one eventually will exclude the physical and explore each other mentally. Because everything's not always meant to be. So today, I pray that my love will be all that he can be, army not included. My friend, my brother, the love of my life, I accept you openly. No things excluded. Journey.
Coming up next, we have Anaya following along the lines of Valentine. She'll be coming up with their discussion in Teen Talk.
Hello everyone, it's Anaya and welcome back to another segment of Teen Talk. Today this segment is going to be all about love. So sit back and enjoy a video presentation of me and a few other young people talking about what love means to us. And while you're watching, you can think what love means to you as well. I hope you enjoy.
To me is staying committed to the person who is giving you love. I feel like it's also showing compassion towards one another. I also feel like it is like sticking with somebody, whether they may be going through depression, bodily transformations, family loss and stuff like that. Me being there for you, whatever the case may be. I feel like me sticking with you and you sticking with me through whatever trials and tribulations that I may be going through is what love is to me. So what love is to me, it comes with responsibility and respect. So when it comes to responsibility, if I ask you for something for a favor, you should be willing to do it, not only for you to be here as my friend to just do favors for me, but just like a one-time favor. And when it comes down to respect, if I ask you to do a favor and you say, yeah, sure, I got you, and that favor doesn't get done, that's just disrespectful and dishonest. So I'd rather just take no for an answer than to you to just like say yes and then the favor not get done. So what love comes down to me is responsibility and respect toward the one that you're closest with.
Hi, my name is Tyra, and what love means to me is loyalty. When you love somebody, you should be there for them in their best and at their lowest. You should also love somebody unconditionally no matter what, whether it's a regular relationship or whether it's just a friendship. So that's all love means to me. It's loyalty and being there for somebody no matter what.
What love is for me is a feeling, but it is stronger when showed in action. So when you have an action, you can see and you can feel what they are feeling. So like loyalty, I take as an action. Loyalty is taking it a step further and always being with you, staying with you through thick and thin. Even if you are going through a tough time, they're with you. Even if they're mad at you, you know they always have your back, always have your best interest at heart. So loyalty is an action. I also feel like another thing for love is like love language, physical touch. I could want a hug, but it's also understanding and taking the step to understand somebody else's love language. That's what love is for me.
What is love? Before we can get into that question, we have to understand truth. Without truth, we cannot say objectively what love is, but can only state our own subjective opinions. Without getting into much detail, Jesus Christ has stated in John 14:6, Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. By this and other evidence supporting biblical legitimacy, we can come to the understanding of truth, which will lead us into the understanding of love. In 1 John 14:6, and we have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. With that being said, if God is love, you can only know how to love by knowing love itself, which is God. By knowing God, you can understand and take part in showing that love and its attributes. In 1 Corinthians 13:4-8, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no account of wrongs. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Love in the Hebrew language is not simply a feeling or emotion, but an action word, ahava, whose has the root word hav, which means to give. The Hebrew word contains a tremendous truth. Giving is fundamental to loving. Love is not something that simply happens to us, but something that is manifested in us by submission to God first, which in turn shows through our actions when we give of ourselves to others, as we can only show the love that we have received from God. As stated, 1 John 4:19, we love him because he first loved us. So we know now that God is love in truth and speaks through his word to convey that love. But what is the greatest act of love one can show? Here's what is stated in the Bible, John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for his friends. And Jesus, the Son of God, has done this very thing for us, so that we may be saved from our sins. John 3:16, for God so loved the world, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
What love means to me. Love means sacrifice. Love means putting others before myself. Love means being willing to die for someone. Love means caring for people that don't care about me. Love means being patient. Love means being kind. Love means that you shouldn't be arrogant. Love means that you shouldn't envy, no matter how much you want to. And sincerely, love never ends. Love is God. I mean, love conquers all. And truly, I wouldn't know what love is if I didn't know God. Because God is love. So that's love to me. Love is the Lord. And that might not be it for you, but it most definitely is for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that video presentation, and I hope that video really made you think about what love meant to you and what love may mean to others. And I hope that even after watching that, you think about what love means to you and how important love is in this world. And I hope you guys enjoyed this segment of Teen Talk. I'll see you guys for the next segment, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much, Anania. You know, it's always good to hear the teen perspective. You know, I have a son that's 16, and getting information from him is like, I'm trying to get it out of him. You know, But
it's good to know, they're thinking about things. So
yes, good
was
insights. Yes.
Well, here's K. Michelle doing my favorite song, At Last.
And this last week's item is dedicated to Andy and Sharon. This is her favorite song. She's forcing me to do it, by the way. Just want to let you know.
We have come to the end of this episode. We do hope that you enjoyed it. Our next episode will be February 21st. So we do hope that you will join us on Bashment Bay next time. Now remember, write your comments. This way people can see that other people are really enjoying the show.
Yes. Yes, you can write the comments, text, and call. But get those comments in just so you can share with others. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe. That's how we get to do more and do even better things that'll help us in the long run. So thank you again for joining us, and cheers.
Until next time.
Funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile in my heart.
Bashment Bay.